Welcome to a very special episode of The Play Button. This is our synth chat episode because it is the golden age of synthesis. And me and Gabe have been wanting to talk about it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. There have been so many cool synth announcements. I'm GSD. This is Fortuna. It's a very intimate show today. We're gonna nerd out pretty hard. So if you like synthesizers, you came to the right place.
Exactly.
Unless you want to hear them, because then you came to the wrong place. Because I don't have any of them.
I don't have them yet.
We don't have any of them yet.
Yeah.
But there have been a whole bunch of synth announcements lately.
Super Booth, right?
Super Booth.
Yeah.
Music Mesa.
Yeah.
NAMM is not happening yet. When's NAMM? Oh no,
NAMM's
is
in January.
There was stuff. There was stuff at NAMM too. Even like.
Oh yeah.
And it's just, it really is an amazing time to be someone who wants to buy hardware synthesizers.
Yeah. If you're into buying things, yeah.
Even software synths, like.
I'm surprised though. Like I've been keeping up with NAMM and Super Booth trade shows, etc. for a few years now, and I thought we kind of like peaked. I thought. With like new technology and exciting things, like I got the Roland Seaboard, things like that really got me excited, and I was thinking, okay, what's next? Like, how are we gonna go forward next? And I am very pleased.
Imagine when that, like, I don't know what the patent kind of stuff is for Roland and with the Seaboard technology, but imagine if they start making synthesizers that have a Roland keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah. There's a product on our list today that has similar playability. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But like, Dave Smith to me, he's the guy who's gonna connect with some other company and go, hey, we want to make a Roland Prophet, and then do some crazy, Prophet 7 that has a Roland keyboard and all the craziness of Dave Smith.
That would be amazing.
And it's $9 million.
It's like 10 grand. Yeah. Probably.
That would be cool though. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm not sure how long we'll go, but I have a lot of notes. We were watching lots of videos.
Yeah.
And
you mean research?
Research. We're doing a lot of research. YouTube. Let's start off with the thing that I guess anybody who's really into synthesis is talking about, which is Behringer and their newfound love of cloning classic synthesizers.
Cloning.
It started out with the DeepMind 12, which was based off of the classic Juno 60-106 architectures.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool synth. I still kind of want the 6-voice one. The small one is really
I want
dope.
the module,
You want the module.
Yeah, I would love one, yeah.
And then obviously they shocked everyone when they made their $300 Model D clone.
The controversial Mini Moog model clone,
and which is totally Eurorack format.
Yeah.
Just pop it into Eurorack and boom. And now it seems like they're cloning everything. They must be making money off of these, and
it's been a rumored plan for a while that the CEO from Behringer's set out to clone out everything, and I think he posts on forums. He actually himself he kind of hypes it up himself, and people are like, "Whoa, this is new information we haven't seen before. This is legit."
He's kind of an infamous guy. Like, I've heard weird things about him and his mission and his company and the way he does business,
but he likes synths, so
he does now.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, they've been cloning. I have a couple Behringer pedals. Yeah, and they're awesome, and they're really cheap, and I couldn't afford like the things that they were cloned off of, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, for people like us, people who like synths, it's exciting and it's interesting, and
I think it's good for the market in a way, for especially like younger people coming into this who don't have a huge budget to work with, or maybe you have a huge budget, but why not get 10 things instead of 2?
Yeah.
Right. So.
And that model, obviously, like Roland has been doing it with their boutiques. rehashing their ideas in all of these small formats. Our friend Isis, who was here a couple weeks ago, was saying, you know, she has almost all of them.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to use any of them. And it's like, they're appealing in that way, right? Like, it's... Yeah.
I don't know, it's something about working with hardware. There's a physical and, I want to say, emotional connection to your instrument now.
But
you know?
also in that small format, it seems it's a lot less intimidating.
Yeah.
Right? Than like an Arturia Matrix Brute.
Right.
Right? You look at that and you're like, this is the scariest thing I've ever looked at.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah. 300 knobs and no way to know how to make the right sound. Yeah.
But yeah, like in current news, the current stuff, there's so many. Like, I've seen stuff about a Wasp that they were gonna make.
Really?
About what's that old British company that like had the pegs?
Oh my gosh, the VS3?
Yeah.
VCS3?
I don't know. I don't even remember. But like I saw a while ago, I remember in some forums they were talking about there have been these rumors about Behringer remaking everything.
Yeah. Well, did you see that there was some leaked, like, on the official Behringer website, there was all these like product links, no pictures, just links with titles that were leaked.
They're just trolling.
And it was like 808, 909, 727, like just every drum machine, every synth, everything was on there, and you know the world just like stopped and we're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone maybe made a mistake, or maybe they're hyping it up. I don't know.
I think they were doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like never in my interest in making music have so many people been talking about Behringer.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, and Behringer was always that brand that, like, you know, for me, because when I played in bands, you never showed up to band practice with a Behringer pedal, unless it was, like, I don't know, like, you want to get this reverb pedal, but it's too expensive. You're going to get this one for now, but eventually you would upgrade.
Yeah, they're beginner things.
It was like a stepping stone, and, I mean, I think there's a couple of ones that are really cool, but, because they have a really gritty sound, like the bit crushers and stuff, but it was usually not a brand that was people were very, very loyal to.
No, and not like coveted.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some stuff that showed up recently that is real, that there are physical versions of that they were showing at Super Booth. We've talked about it a little bit. Is their Odyssey clone, which we both have talked about. We talked about it last week, I think, about how we feel it's so strange.
Yeah.
Since Korg bought the rights to the ARP stuff and have already made 6 different versions of the Odyssey.
I think so, yeah. 6 or 7, maybe 9.
But with this new full-sized one that Behringer's cloning, they've added a 64-step sequencer, multi-effects, and an arpeggiator.
Oh, wait. Sequencer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like the mini-log kind of sequencer? Like it's like a row of buttons on the bottom?
I don't know. I didn't see, like I was just watching the guy talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's what I would guess. Something
because
similar.
I saw there was a bunch of like little, buttons on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, and for something, considering, like ARP, like the old ARP sequencer.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fetishized and coveted, like it makes sense to put something into
something in there. Yeah.
But still, I'm sure it's going to be priced a lot cheaper than the Korg versions.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
What do I think? I love the Odyssey. It's interesting that they're making it, but other than price, I don't see why I would choose this Odyssey over another Odyssey. But I mean, they're doing all 3 filter revisions on them, so you'll get pretty much everything that Korg gives you, plus an arpeggiator and sequencer. So
is there an ARP on the original on the
I don't think there's
Korg
on the Korg ones. Okay. No. But see, I find that interesting.
And the multi effects, that's interesting too.
Oh right, there's like delays and stuff. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool because so I love Korg Gadget every episode. So somehow it comes up. There's a Korg like Odyssey gadget you can get, and it has built-in effects.
Yeah.
And it just changes like immediately. Browsing through presets, it's so much nicer to like hear some space and more textures to your sound. But yeah, that might be one reason why people would choose the Behringer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, you don't need to buy the Behringer stomp box. You can just get it on the keyboard.
You don't. If it's just the Behringer multi effects pedal stuffed into there, that's not that exciting.
No, but yeah, they'd probably borrow some of that technology. But yeah, but I do think that the ARP and the sequencer, that's a cool addition.
Yes.
Because that changes how people interact with that sound.
Yeah.
Like the Odyssey has this interesting thing going on, but you usually have to play it unless you externally sequence it.
Yeah.
But then not a lot of people do that. So, yeah.
The real question I have, and this doesn't have to do with the Behringer, but like, when is Korg gonna remake the Selena? That's what I want.
Oh, because of ARP, right?
Yeah, like they own ARP. They have all the ARP stuff, the technology. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Selena, wow. By Korg, though.
When's the Carp Selena coming? I don't know. Sorry, sidetrack.
No, that would be amazing, but I can't see them doing that anytime soon. Just a string machine from Korg. Yeah. But you know, the Korg likes to do wacky stuff. You know, like you don't expect it, so.
I'd be so happy.
Yeah, it's just. Anyway.
Next up, there's the Pro One. Behringer was showing it off at Super Booth.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't quite remember. You're excited about this one.
Yeah, I love the Pro One. Yeah.
This is something that you might be picking up.
It depends. I don't know what it's priced at.
Yeah.
But like I already have 2 mono synths, maybe. Yeah. So adding a third one, sure, maybe. It's just it has so much character, and to actually get an original Pro One is a little too pricey for me.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like it's the same kind of format that the Model D was. Like it looks like it's Eurorack.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks pretty similar. Like everything's just about the same.
Yeah.
Like
it's more compact for sure.
But to the original, I don't know if they added anything. I haven't read anything about them adding any special. I'm sure they're adding something, but it looks like a Pro One in a rack.
Yeah. Well, this one is, I think, still just a prototype though, right? Like it's not.
The video that we're watching, the guy was like, "This is the first time I've seen this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool though. Like, props to Behringer for bringing out so many synths to Super Booth.
I'm curious how they decide which ones they're really going to start reverse engineering. Like, what's that process?
Just,
whatever somebody owns at their warehouse. One of their engineers is like, I have a Pro One. Great, that's next. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's a cool one. We don't have I don't think, like, I'm sure there's, like small synth companies that have a clone of it.
Yeah.
But, like, a big company making a remake of a Pro One, that's new.
It's interesting.
So, that's cool. Yeah.
808.
808.
Full-sized 808 clone with a wave designer.
Yeah.
So this is the ability to control the attack and the sustain of each sound.
Yeah.
Plus a filter per sound. So you can control your attack and your sustain, and there's going to be a 2-pole filter per sound. So for your kick or for your hi-hat or these things. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds better than an 808 already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they get, like, the... obviously, it's a sound. If they get the 808 to sound like an 808, and you can control the sustain of the kick drum on your 808...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I've seen a bit of the video that Sonic State posted, and yeah, it looks actually really cool. I think that's one of the more exciting ones because they went all the way. You know, they give you all the individual outputs for each drum.
Yeah.
You know, they're giving you those, wave shape options, and I don't know, it's like something that you can't get from the other 808 devices on the market right now.
Yes.
So that's cool. Like, I like things that you can't get somewhere else. So.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, we were talking about the Odyssey, is that Behringer has to do something different, especially with, like, Roland stuff. Roland has 3 different versions of an 808 out right now.
Right.
Right? There's the TR-8, the TR-8S, which we'll be talking about in a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
And then the TR-08, which is the boutique.
The boutique, yeah.
Right? So they have 3 808s.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
But there's interestingly, they kind of work differently, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you can work with the TR-8 in a very different way from the original. It's just not... Yeah, like the sequencing, the parameter locking, all that stuff, it just changes it, right? So...
Do you have any drum machines?
I have the Electron, right? Like the Electron Octatrack.
Yeah.
So it's sample based,
Yeah.
but love sequencing on that thing. Yeah.
I can't really see myself spending money on another drum machine.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. If there was like, what I wanted is like a Oberheim DX.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I mean, they're not that expensive anyways
Yeah.
to buy one. But if Behringer made one for $199, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Are you going to be buying an 808, one of these Behringer 808s?
I think like you, I don't really need another drum machine.
Yeah.
I love, and I've played with analog before, and it's, there's no replacement, but at the same time, I just want to work. Like, I can't be spending too much time trying to pay off these drum machines I'm buying when I need to make music.
Totally.
Or I just want to make music, So that's why with the Electron, I can just load, a million samples into it.
Yeah.
And it's boom. 808, 909, everything. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have Ableton.
Yeah, or Ableton. Yeah, Ableton's got...
How many gigs of drum samples do I have,
Yeah. Yeah, the suite comes with thousands. Literally, like, I've never gone through all the sounds.
And, I mean, I had this conversation with ISIS, actually, because a friend of ours bought a 808, an original 808.
Oh, really?
And I was like, why would you spend that much money on
Because
an
what
808?
are they going for now?
I don't want to say how much he paid for it.
Okay.
He got a pretty good deal. It was from another friend of ours.
Right.
But I was like, that's insane. I think it's so crazy.
Yeah.
And
We're
then
talking 4 figures.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
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 But then I realized, like, if I had the cash,
Yeah.
I would buy a Lindrum.
Ooh, a Lindrum.
Like, I fetishize that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Nice.
a friend of mine in Holland has one, and every time he posts a new video, I'm just
like... yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I kind of get it, I guess.
I love drum machines. I mean, I have a soft spot for that kind of equipment.
Yeah. I just totally contradicted myself. I'm like, I would maybe get a DI, and then the Lindrum. I actually want so many drum machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I think this 808 from Behringer is it's going to be in a lot of new studios. Like, hip-hop producers or pop producers are going to get one just to be able to sample, and you don't have to think of going to this website and buying the sample and picking this up or installing it. You turn the machine on, hit record.
Yeah.
You can pitch it up or down, whatever, but it's there.
Rock and
it's
roll.
ready. Yeah, just right. Exactly. Yeah.
Next up, we have the VC340, which I don't know if that's not what the original is called, is it? But it's like the VP03. There's the boutique, that Roland made, so it's their classic vocoder string machine.
I think isn't it VP30 maybe?
Is that what the original one's called?
I think so.
I think the Behringer one's called the VC340. I think that's what they said.
Interesting.
But another really interesting... I thought it was so weird. No one was expecting when Roland did that for their boutique. Everyone thought they were good. Everyone thought that was going to be the D50, which ended up coming out later.
Eventually, yeah.
But that's what everybody thought that boutique was going
to be. That launched with... Yeah, VP03 launched with the 303 clone, or boutique, and the, I think, 909.
And the 01A, I think, the one that you have. The
Yeah, like, they just kind of came out and they're like, here, check this out, boom, and you're like, whoa, BP03, that's kind of unexpected. Yeah, it's got a cool sound, it's just...
I love string.
Yeah.
Synths. And I think the vocoder on the Roland one sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need a full-size one of these.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's not my kind of music, so I probably won't,
Space, I'm curious. I want to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, because this one we haven't actually seen a video or anything.
They had it at Super Booth. The guy who was demoing did not seem excited about it at all.
Oh.
He literally went, "It is what it is." Like, good pitch, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Wow,
Next,
cool.
I haven't seen any videos of this, but there have been pictures of the SH-01 clone,
Oh.
which I think they're calling the MS-01 or something.
Weird.
Again, Roland's put a boutique version of it out.
Yeah.
Which anyone who I know who's played with it, you played with it, I played with it. ISIS has one.
One of the best sounding ones.
And it has 4 voices.
Yeah.
It sounds so good,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's the one I would really like.
Yeah.
I don't need a full-size one.
I don't think so either, because I find that, again, it's the way you interface with those machines. I love sequencing on the 101.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a full-size keyboard and play
Yeah.
on it too much, but, you know, if it's not taking up too much space on my rack, like, just have it in the corner and, yeah.
Totally.
I think the boutique one is probably the best format, not too expensive. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the boutique that is also... It's the original's format is best suited for the boutique style. Like, it fits in there perfectly. Everything is
Exactly.
there. It's like,
Yeah.
that could have been the original one. Maybe it's because they had already, like the MC202, right? It was already shrunk down.
Exactly.
It was already small. But yeah, so there's I've seen the pictures. We don't know. Again, so many of these Behringer things.
Yeah, but
They
it's
seem
cool.
they seem to be mad at Roland. I don't know.
I guess
they keep doing all these Roland clones.
Yeah, I never thought about what brands they were particularly targeting. I mean,
wonder-
Roland did make most of the like iconic synthesizers in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that plays a big part of that, but
I wonder if there's beef there.
yeah. Yeah. So Roland and Korg, yeah. They're...
Roland and Behringer.
Or sorry, yeah. No, but I mean like Behringer is kind of, you know, poking fun at Roland and Korg a little bit because I feel like, you know, there's got to be some beef with Korg too because they've already made so many Odysseys.
It seems like...
And Behringer's like, no, we're going to have one. It's going to be better.
If somebody knows why, like, we would love to be enlightened because that's the one, it just seems so strange to us.
Okay,
We've said it over and over and over again.
For anyone who's not familiar, we have the original Odyssey from ARP.
Yes.
Then we have the Corp Odyssey, which is from
Yes.
Korg. And that original one was with mini keys.
Yes.
But I think they had different colors for them.
2 colorways.
Two colors.
Because there were 2 colorways of the original art.
Right. And then they made the full-size version as well. So 2 more colors maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
And then the module without the keyboard in also 2 colors.
Yeah.
So that's 7 different Odysseys you can get. And then the Odyssey.
Well, 8
from
if you count
Behringer.
the 2 colorways of the original.
Oh, right. Yeah, the original 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
So there's
too many.
9.
That's too many.
There's
yeah.
9 different versions of an ARP Odyssey that you can buy now.
Yeah. So, and that's why I feel like Behringer's just like, ours is better. Maybe. I don't know.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of Odyssey.
That's a lot of Odyssey.
I'm surprised. Yeah.
Last but not least for Behringer, sorry, I got something in my eye here, is the Neutron, which is Behringer's... It's released. I believe you can buy this thing already.
Actually, it was announced. I think you can pre-order it. I haven't seen it for sale anywhere yet.
And it is strangely enough, a new product. It's not a clone.
Yeah.
It's not based off of something somebody else did. It's a new...
Yeah.
I think it's the first synth that Behringer's ever made. That's a brand new
That's actually
thing.
different.
Yeah.
Unique, yeah. I mean, you know, when you look at what it is, it's a semi-modular synthesizer, so you can patch and things on the side, but it must have been inspired by something like, you know, MS-20 or something of that format, but yeah, when you really look at it, it's original stuff. So
It's weird. It's cool.
yeah.
It's $300 USD or euros, and it's a semi-modular synth. Do you know if it is? It looks like it's a tabletop.
It looks like tabletop, yeah. I don't think it's Eurorack,
'Kay.
but it's really small. It's possible it's Eurorack. I try not to look into Eurorack stuff because I'm like, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no interest.
No?
No.
No.
I've said it before. Beep boop bop. $800. $800 for beep bop boops.
But this thing sounds awesome though. Like it's It looks a little, let's say not so fashionable.
Yeah, the red is an interesting choice.
I mean, I don't even mind so much the red, but there's like weird patterns underneath and like, it's not the future for me.
It looks like
Yeah.
a late 90s
Yeah.
DJ mixer that some boutique company would have made.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, ooh, this. They're at like the manufacturer, like looking at like patterns and templates, and they're like, ooh, you know,
This looks
that
like
one.
a rave.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, there's actually someone online who's making. I think he said he would take orders if enough people pre-order one
To make a skin.
To make a skin, yeah. It's like an alternative skin, and it's like, you know, more monochrome and nice look. Anyway, Neutron looks interesting. Yeah.
And the price is right.
Yeah.
$300.
Yeah.
That's. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool options for like these semi-modular synths coming out, and I guess I don't understand it that much personally. Because if you're into modular, people who are into modular, it seems to me,
Yeah.
people go so far into that. They're like, I'm selling this because I need to buy more modules.
Right. Okay.
So, and for someone like me where I don't have really any interest in that, like an MS-20 is the only thing I could think of because it's so kind of classic and I know what it sounds like and it's so cool. But I want a keyboard and I want to be able to, you know, program a patch and play it and...
I wouldn't, yeah. I'm not sure myself. Like, I know that I could get into it.
Yeah.
I love patching on the MS-20. Like, I spent so many days just, like, chilling and making noises, and it's a little bit of, like, you know, beep boop bop, but at the end you're like, ooh, this is nice, and throw it through some reverb, and you're like, ooh. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. And I think you learn a lot about synthesis that way. So if you're really into, like, you want to understand more about synthesis, modular is really, like, great way to take the building blocks and slowly build that.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
you need a little bit of cashola for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beep boop up. Okay, so that's the Behringer stuff for now.
Yeah.
There will be more.
There will be more.
We'll be talking about this stuff
gosh.
again.
I don't think they just need to have like a Behringer trade show next year. So
I'm curious what like. Yeah, they're gonna do something crazy.
Yeah.
Like imagine if they decide to redo a Jupiter 8 or
oh my gosh. Yeah.
We've talked about this I think before, but
yeah,
it's gonna happen. They're gonna do something crazy.
CS80. Yeah.
So next we're gonna talk about something different, something brand new.
Okay.
But in the same kind of price point. The IK Uno.
The Uno. The Una or the Uno?
Uno?
Uno.
Una?
I don't know.
Uno?
I think it's Uno.
Is it Una?
Maybe.
Uno. Who knows?
It's not the card game, just so you know.
No. This thing's super cool.
Yeah.
I had seen little screen caps of it on YouTube and you actually brought this to my attention.
Yeah.
And we were watching a video about it and it's a 3 oscillator.
3 oscillator?
Wait, no. Sorry.
Oh, 2 oscillator with a sub maybe?
Oh, this is for something else. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how many oscillators it has.
Yeah. I know it for sure has 2. Maybe a sub.
And it runs on batteries. It's like a little groove box. It reminds me actually of like the newer Korg Electribes.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a monophonic synth though.
Yes.
This one.
Yeah, but like the format kind of.
The format, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A mix actually between the old ones and the new ones.
I think
But
no, I definitely see the resemblance. Yeah.
It's $200.
Yeah.
US.
That is nice, yeah.
It sounds really dope. It has a little 2-pole filter.
Yeah.
You can change the parameters and effects per note.
Oh yeah. In your sequence.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can do parameter locking per step.
Yeah.
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 And I know like I looked into this a lot because I was so curious. I will say I don't think I will pick this up because I really don't need it.
Yeah.
I will end up playing with one for sure. I'll find a way. but I needed to know like how much can this thing do, and apparently it can do like up to 20 layers of automation, so you can keep tweaking and changing every step, so it's like a little bit
Per
different
step?
per step.
Oh wow.
So that means you can make all kinds of IDM kind of music and weird, like I don't know, glitchy stuff, or you can make more traditional like house beats and things like that.
Yeah.
You can program a kick drum, hi-hat, snare, kick drum, like you could do things like that. So
For $200.
for $200, that's pretty wild.
That's the thing. Like, it's if this thing was $500, I don't think I'd look twice at it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But for $200, it's like you said. It's this.
Yeah.
It's the price of a Volca.
Yeah.
Like-
Korg Volcas. Yeah, they're about $199 right now.
To get a analog synth that sounds pretty decent.
Yeah.
From a company that you wouldn't really expect. IK doesn't make this kind of stuff. They do
No.
weird little iRig interfaces and
Yeah.
microphones and
Yeah. I think you can.
soft synths. They made a couple soft synths.
Yeah,
but
soft synths. Yeah, and usually all keyboards and audio interfaces for your phone.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm very curious to try this. I hope they'll have it like along the equator or something.
I want to play with it, and it has
Yeah.
and it has. What do you call it? The buttons, the like old
Oh.
like 1985
Well, they
style.
said it's capacitive touch, which means you just touch it. You don't have to press.
Yeah,
So you just kind of tap it and then it works.
yeah.
So.
There's no buttons, and then
Yeah.
there's a bunch of knobs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like a Poly 800 or a what's the JX08, the JX8,
Okay. Yeah, I
Right.
don't remember that
the
one.
Roland one.
Oh, that one had that kind of button.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
just like it was popular in the 80s. That
Yeah.
was the what else had that? There's
DX7 maybe one of them.
DX7, yeah, has
Yeah.
those like squishy little.
Yeah, the microwave button.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's cool.
Yeah.
I don't own any monos myself,
Mm.
so I could see myself interested in something like this.
Really, yeah.
I'm looking for something cheap like that.
Yeah, I do like that it has built-in it has a MIDI in and out interface.
Yep.
You need the little weird adapter that everyone's using now, but yeah, like
Yeah, the Corp style ones, how you connect the vocals together.
Yeah, but I mean, you could hook it up to a full-size keyboard and like jam out on that,
Yep.
and that might be a different experience.
And it runs off
Yeah.
USB. You can plug this into your phone and run it off your phone.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, run it off your phone.
Or batteries.
Batteries, it's the future. I mean, they like I when I first saw it, I wasn't too happy with the design. I was like, oh, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not like standard. But I think they're doing they're trying to go future proof. They're trying to move forward and not go with the old fashioned interfaces. So that's cool. So.
And in a year, they're going to be $100.
yeah. So
I'll buy 6.
yeah, wow. I am curious. I'll have to do some research on who designed this, but yeah.
It's a weird design
Nice
for
job.
sure.
Nice job. Yeah.
In that same kind of vein,
Mm.
and just to be clear, it's not 3 oscillator. That's something I'm taking dirty notes here. In the same kind of vein is the how do you say it? Malleco?
Oh, I don't know. Malleco.
Malleco.
Yeah.
They're Manther,
The Manther.
which is it's an odd looking synth. It looks kind of like my guess is that it's kind of modeled after again an SH01.
Oh yeah.
Right, like
Yeah.
it seems like the same kind of layout.
Mm-hmm. It's even got the sliders and stuff on
Yeah.
it. So yeah.
Same kind of sliders, and it's
Yeah.
it's a semi-modular mono groove box. It's
Yeah.
$650 though,
Yeah, that's a little more steep.
and it sounded cool. The demo was bad. Bad demo.
But there was the potential you could hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And you were saying it's interesting. There's a few different kind of synths coming out like this, with a source mixer, so you can mix the different
Oh yeah.
the different waveforms together.
Yeah. Which is cool. I like that approach. It's very different, to just mix in your saw with your square and your
Yeah.
sine and this and that, just crank it all up. But yeah, the Mini Brute was doing this. The Micro Brute does that as well. can just kind of crank up your different waveforms, and you
Yeah.
get more timbres essentially.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy on that. Like I actually am kind of a sawtooth purist.
Okay.
But more timbres the better. Yeah, and it has wave shaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I like. I really like wave shaping.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Again, the question remains with the Una, with the Manther, with other things like the mono circuit.
Oh, the Novation.
Yeah, the Novation
Yeah.
mono circuit.
Yeah.
Is there a big market for a mono groove box?
Yeah. Well, like, I think this all started, like, it must have started with the Volcas when Corp started making these groove boxes, right? Like, they're, little melodic, little bassline sequencers.
Yeah.
But that's all they did. Like, you just bought a bass machine and it just did bass.
The Volca bass, yeah.
So I
But-
think this is kind of similar, but it's just way, like, blown up, more features.
Did the Volca bass start the mono groove box revolution?
I don't
Is that what
know.
you're saying?
It's a popular one.
I'm not arguing against you. I just
Yeah.
want to know. I want this on record.
You. I'm trying to think what else had this, but I feel like after the bass, we just got more and more of these things, and yeah.
It's a really interesting form factor, but I just
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, the boutiques are kind of like that too, though. I mean, you could get like, I think all the boutiques have a sequencer on them,
Yes,
and yeah.
but there's none that. Oh, I guess the SEO2,
Yeah, no, that one has a sequencer in it too.
but it's a mono synth, right?
yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because they can all pretty much do poly.
Yeah, all the other ones,
Yeah.
but all the other ones are VAs,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
turning it into something poly is really not that difficult.
Yeah.
My guess is, but
Yeah, but it's a form factor that's interesting because I don't know, it's expensive.
yes, $650. Like,
Just for some sequencing on board of a synth.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know though. I mean, I like that. Like, I love my Electron.
Yeah.
You can sequence MIDI right out from that, so
Yeah.
I can hook up different synths and set it up with different channels. And now I'm sequencing that machine, my computer, and Ableton, and my
Yeah.
phone. It's great. So I don't know why I would get this particular product, but yeah. it's
And the
interesting.
design's a little strange.
Design is it's a little interesting.
It's
yeah.
semi-modular too, but in a very kind of basic sort of way,
Yeah.
it seems.
Yeah, there's just a few outputs and stuff. Yeah.
And it has
It's-
a delay.
Duh. Great.
We were wondering, I remember we were talking about, it looks like the knobs are not,
Oh, yeah. Digital.
It looks like they're digital, right?
Yeah.
So, and if they are, once those things break, you're hooped. And for
Yeah.
that much money,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, like, I've heard they're a pretty good company, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they would help you out, whether it's warranty or maybe send you a little knob and
yep.
get Brandon to fix it over here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a curious product because I know. So I've followed Malleco before, and they do Eurorack stuff.
Yes.
They make some really nice utility modules and sound modules, but I'm surprised they're making their own thing now. Like, I mean, it's not that surprising that they would want to make their own instrument,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing what they made is like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Well, they also, this is going to segue very nicely into, they have also, there's some new Roland System 500 modules.
Yes.
Just come out recently. 4 more modules. A synth, a filter, a utility, and a mixer module, which
Yeah.
brings the total for the System 500 to 9, I
I
believe.
think 9, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 9 different modules.
Yeah.
And Malleco, whatever how do you say their name?
Yeah.
Roland's worked with them for this entire System 500 line,
Yeah.
right?
Right, yeah. The first set was also done by them, yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's interesting to see how. I'm curious what it is. Like, are they just so good at Eurorack?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure either.
Because Roland we were talking about it, Roland made those original 4 kind of IRA
Yeah.
Eurorack.
But they were the digital one.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like the
What
Bit
is it?
Razor and the Turbide or something. It
Yeah,
was
they
a bit.
got
It was
Tornado.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was like a bit crusher and a delay and
Distortion.
They were really interesting.
Yeah.
Like I liked playing
Yeah.
with them.
Actually,
cool.
they were reprogrammable too, so you could buy like the distortion module, but like I think you could make it into delay.
Oh.
Like you could do weird things with them. Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah.
But Roland ended up like blowing them out. You could get
Yeah.
them for like $79 Canadian at the end.
Yeah, you can't find them anymore like anywhere.
And then they were like, you know what, we're going to do the System 500 based off of
Yeah.
the old System 100
Yeah.
modules. But they called up their homies at Malleco.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Neither of us are Eurorack guys.
Mm.
I don't have any interest. It's another world that I just
Yeah.
don't have the time or energy to get into.
Yeah. It sound like these modules sound really nice. So I really like.
They sound awesome.
Yeah. The oscillators and the filters are just like super like high attention to detail. You know, like.
They sound very
Yeah.
Roland-y.
Yeah, very Roland. Yeah, very
Yeah.
clean. Yeah, but juicy. I don't know. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and even just the form factor, you mentioned this, is that it's less intimidating than a lot of Eurorack modules.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, what's that company that makes, I don't even know what it is, but there's like 20 knobs in this big oval. It looks like the old Waldorf, one of the old Waldorf synths. I don't even
In an
remember.
oval?
Yeah, it's like all these knobs. I've seen it
What
on,
the
like,
heck?
I don't know.
I haven't.
Somebody,
I don't
if you know Eurorack, you know what I'm talking about. Put
Wow.
I have no idea what it is.
I don't know.
But these System 500 modules look very. It makes sense. The
Yeah.
flow of everything.
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
really,
yeah. It's
really
easy
smart.
to look at, and I think for someone starting out, it's a great package because you get everything you need and more, and it sounds good, and I don't know. It's just, it's nice.
It is. It's not cheap. I
No.
mean, to get the original 5 modules in a case, that's gonna run you $2,000 US.
Yeah.
Um,
And yeah.
at least so. And these new modules is you're gonna need another case if you have that original case.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's Eurorack, so you can put it in case you
You can
want.
put it in any case, yeah. I don't know. I think you kind of get a good deal on what it is, though. Like, considering the sound quality, to have all those features, the mixer, the utilities, you know, the sequencing, like, options that you get with it, like, the clocking options you get with it, is a lot for the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I do think it's, like, pretty decent value. Yeah.
Are you gonna buy all 9 modules?
I wish. Yeah, if I win the lottery, which I never buy tickets anyway, so.
If someone buys you a lottery ticket and then you get all the money from the lottery ticket someone else bought for you, you're
Yeah.
getting all the System 500 modules.
Oh, sure, let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna start buying you lottery tickets.
Okay.
We'll actually add this to another thing that Roland has released recently. Is the TR-8S.
Oh, yeah.
And this has caused some excitement around here at Beat Drop. One of our instructors ordered one from Roland. It should be showing up any year now.
Yeah.
These things went on back order as soon as they came out.
It was pretty high, yeah.
And it kind of addressed a lot of the issues that people had with the original TR-8.
Yeah.
Samples. You can load all your own samples
Samples.
in there.
Yeah, and I think that's because, everyone knew this is a digital product.
Yeah.
So Roland was trying to sell us a product that's digital that could only do one sound. And we're like, but it's digital, we could do any sound.
Oh, and then they were selling you the packs.
Oh, right. Eventually, yeah, they started
Here's the
saying you the
707
packs.
pack.
Yeah.
Here's the 727
And
pack.
we're like, I mean, they sound really, really good.
Yeah.
Really flexible. The tonality of them is really awesome.
Yeah.
But I think everyone is wondering, like, there's that little computer in here. We could load our own samples. Like, why not? And that is, I think, a pretty. It's a really useful tool that we can now use not just for drums, but you can add like synth stabs. You can like. Manipulate the pitch and make like little melodies now. Like, I don't know. That's really cool.
I've been saying it for years. Why can't somebody make almost just a MIDI controller that has synthesis controls where you can put whatever you want in there on an SD card, any sounds you want.
Oh.
Like if you could buy something, you know, like if a Kai made me a MIDI controller
Okay.
and it gave me a bunch of parameters
Okay.
and I could put any
Oh.
SD card in there with whatever sounds I wanted,
Yeah. That's awesome.
why can't
Yeah.
somebody make that?
Just knobs and the SD card.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't even need any sounds.
You know
inside.
what? And like that's so. It wouldn't even be that hard to like set up because you have phones now to like Bluetooth and connect and set it up and download it like a patch editor, whatever. Wow. Someone get on that.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Behringer.
Yeah.
Make us.
You know what? That actually like reminded me of a project I saw done on a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
And they kind of built it into a little box, plug in a MIDI controller, and you can load any sample into it and it just plays.
Yeah.
It's a sample player. You can load any sound onto this SD card. Boom, play.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
You just turn it on. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah.
But that idea with a synthesis engine kind of thing or sample engine, yeah.
And I mean it's basically a simplified sampler. Is
Yeah.
what it is, right? Like.
Yeah.
But like make something that. It's like I used to have a Alesis Sample Pad Pro. Right?
Oh,
which was
yeah,
like
yeah.
8 pad, six big pads and like 2 kind of cymbals.
Yeah.
It was like a drum pad. And it was great. You put the SD card in there.
Yeah, it's done.
You could pick
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
done. Right? And we used it for my band that I was in, our live performance. It was great.
Yeah.
And like, if there was a way, you know, you make a simple little editor or something in a computer,
Yeah.
so you can put it in and it just
Yeah.
formats it the way that the controller wants it. You throw it into your
Yeah.
controller, rock and roll.
Yeah. We do need something like that. Wow.
And like that's what this TR-8 is. The
Yeah.
TR-8S, except in the format of a drum
Well,
machine,
like
right?
I was gonna say, I think the Korg Electribes, the sampler version anyway, sort of does that. Like you can plug in any sound and load it up, but the sample engine on it's a little bit limited.
And you have to sample through a weird cable.
No, you don't have to. You can load it through SD card.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh,
on,
okay.
on the sample version.
On the
yeah.
sample version, gotcha.
Yeah. So, no, it's pretty cool, but yeah, some limitations. Yeah, and you know, you wouldn't buy a Korg Electribe just to load a sample and then plug in a keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just not.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Does the TR-8S interest you?
It did.
We
And
really didn't talk about any of the other features. We just said you could put samples into
You
it.
put sample. I mean, what it?
That's the big thing, though.
I'm just looking at it right now. It's like, okay, it's got circuit behavior technology. Thanks, Roland.
Oh, finally.
And I mean, okay, I will say it looks a lot more sleek. It looks a lot more modern. I think.
The rainbow colorway is a lot
Yeah.
nicer than the green that everybody
Yeah.
hates of all the Iris stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great design. I think it looks a lot more future-proof. They're kind of going for this like Native Instruments kind of look, you know, like super flat tops, very not glossy, but just like, wow.
Well, it's
You know?
what Pioneer did.
Or Pioneer,
right?
yeah.
Like Pioneer did it with. They came out with that sampler. With the big
Oh yeah.
touchscreen, right?
Yeah.
And then they came out with the one that's in the same format as like a CDJ.
Yes.
Right, with all the pads
I
on
played
top.
with that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has all this rainbow colorway,
Yeah.
right? And then this thing came out and I was like, oh, they're copying what Pioneers did.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that kind of new thing, but it's sleek and it's a new style of music gear that I don't know. It's cool.
I've said this before, and I will say it again. That's going to be the big head-to-head thing here. It's
Yeah.
Roland and it's Pioneer.
Yeah.
You know, Pioneer.
Actually, yeah.
Pioneer coming into synth electronic music instrument world, and Roland going into DJ world with their controllers,
Yeah.
which are amazing.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
Pioneer's, like, I forgot the name of it, but it's that sequencer thing. It's actually really, really, really advanced.
Yes.
Like, I was, like, okay, Pioneer, drum machine, sequencer thing. I don't know what to expect.
Are you
but
talking about the one that with the CDJ format,
not
or the other
CDJ.
one?
No, it's the more, like, standalone sequencer
Okay,
with,
like
like,
the
knobs.
touchscreen.
Yeah, the touchscreen, yeah. And that is actually, like, I was really impressed. There's, it's a full-blown, like, DAW in
Yeah.
there with a lot of options. And when I was talking to the guys from Pioneer, they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep adding this and that, and like we're gonna do this, and I'm like, wow.
It's almost like MPC live.
It is,
in a DJ format.
Yeah.
That's gonna sync.
Yeah.
With all of your Pioneer DJ equipment.
But it's really like well made, the interface is actually pretty snappy.
Yeah.
Like I was pretty impressed. I don't know.
They don't mess around.
Yeah, no, they went all in.
And that's a collaboration with Dave Smith. So you have the
Yeah.
Dave Smith filters
Yeah.
and stuff inside.
Oh, yeah.
All that analog goodness that
Yeah.
DSi does.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, the TR-8S.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of new things. I mean, I'm just checking it out. It's like I remember the big thing was samples and new look. Probably some small sequencing features.
I mean, the name is the same with an S, which is obviously for sample,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot else new, but
Very cool indeed, though.
really, really good update. And I think they timed it right. You know, like if they had put this out like 2 years ago, it was like great, but almost too soon. You know.
If this was what the original one had been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's good. I probably won't get one. I have the Electron. I can load my own samples.
Well, I know for Tim, the instructor here who's ordered one, he had a couple issues with the original, and one of them was that it could only record an interface with Ableton at 96.
Oh, kilohertz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the recording format was so high, and he's like, I would never. Why would I be recording?
Oh, like you can only
Yes,
record.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
that's so high.
he couldn't go down to 44.1, and he was just like.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a big issue for him.
Huh.
And I
Interesting.
guess that's fixed in this. And there was a
Yeah.
recent update to the TR-8S where it fixed that as well.
Right.
But it was like 2 years of not possible.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And I mean,
yeah.
unless you're working in,
Hmm.
DreamWorks Studios, why would you need to be recording in that high of a...
Yeah, that's a little
yeah.
overkill, yeah. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I don't want one either.
Thanks, Roland. Keep making them, though.
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
like I think it's exactly like what I was
Yeah.
just talking about. It's totally on the right track, and people love the interface.
Yeah.
People love how
Yeah.
like that. That's what Tim was saying. Like he
Yeah.
loves how it works.
Yeah.
But it was these couple things, and now that those are fixed, he's like, I want one.
They
I gotta
fixed.
have one.
They fixed the design. They fixed the features.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is like the drum machine of now.
Yeah.
Because you can get the classic sounds, the modern sounds,
Yeah.
and more.
And whatever whack sounds
Whatever
you want to put in there.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we got. I have two number 4s. That's not smart. Let's pick one. Let's talk about the DSi Prophet X.
Oh. This is something I'm still not sure what it's about.
It's interesting because
Yeah.
it's Dave Smith doing something different.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of complaints I think people are having is somebody make something new.
Yeah.
Stop remaking this things that like
Yes.
it's cool that we're getting all those.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in the golden age of synths
Yeah.
that we're living in, we need some new things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there are some things, but the interesting thing that I find is that when a company does something new and interesting, people don't like it. Because our
Yeah.
ears are almost so attuned to like
Yeah.
all these classic sounds where subconsciously we just want the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
Right? I think about the Roland JDXA.
Or A, yeah.
I and A,
Yeah.
right? This cool hybrid synth.
Mm.
And I really wasn't that into it. But I've seen a lot of live performance touring people using it, right?
Nice.
Because they can do so much stuff. I
Yeah.
think about
It does have so many sounds.
so many sounds. I think about this new Korg Prologue.
Yeah.
People are kind of like, it sounds weird. It's a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
And this Prophet X seems like it's kind of in that same category of
Yeah.
doing something. It's not brand new. It's not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
But it's something new for Dave Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they're going the extra mile with the hybridness. Like they're doing analog filters.
Analog
but, like-
everything except for analog sounds.
Yeah, but then they're doing like samples that are really good from famous sample provider called 8Dio.
8Dio, yeah.
8Dio.
It says their name right on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it must be a pretty serious partnership. I've come across 8Dio before, and their sample libraries are really, really good.
Yeah.
Like lots of orchestral, film people, use them, recommend them, swear by them. But I mean, I'm just a pop electronic musician. I don't really need them, but to buy a keyboard that comes with them, that's really dope.
And you get
Yeah.
150 gigs of samples.
Yeah.
Plus
Wow.
an extra open 50 gigs. It seems like you might be able to put your own samples in there, or you can buy more stuff from ATO to put in there too.
Yeah.
That'll be, I think, be specifically for the Prophet X.
Probably ADO, yeah, has some pack or something. But I find this fascinating because, Nord has been offering, like, tons of library and some tweakability to their sounds, like their sample libraries. Yeah. But the Nords, like the Electro, yeah, they've been known to have very little memory, like very little storage for 2018. So like back a few years ago, it was like 2 gigs. Then we're gonna give you 4 gigs. And I think this year we got 6 gigs, maybe 8. I don't know. But then Dave Smith comes out 150 plus 50 more. It says something about the industry, I think, because yeah.
Well, and I guess I hadn't even thought about Nord. That's an interesting thing to bring up.
Yeah.
Does Nord offer that kind of analog interface? It's
So,
not really quite
it's
the
a
same.
different workflow.
Yeah.
It's really like the Nord, especially the Nord Electro. That's like a keyboardist workflow.
Yeah.
But they offer like hybrid layering and stuff. It's all digital, but you can mix synths with keyboards and organs, and it's really cool. But this takes it to the next level, like just insane.
With analog everything, filters, all the effects,
The envelopes as well, LFOs, yeah.
Everything.
So, yeah, the delay is like, I don't know if you know, like Bucket Brigade delay.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the nicer designs for an analog delay. So.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I didn't see a price on that. It's DSi, so it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be expensive.
More than your car, yeah.
But you have 2 separate voices, which you can stack. So it's a 4-voice stackable, but it's 8 voices.
I think you get
or you can split it as well. So I think
Yeah.
split would be 2 here and 2 here, but then it's 8 overall keys you can.
No, I
at
think
the
it's
same
16
time.
overall.
16 overall.
16 overall. Yeah.
Okay.
16 voices, but 8 per voice per part.
It's a little confusing to me.
I know
I'm
I think it just has to do with the way they're handling their sample engine
Yeah.
and the synth engine and
Yeah.
adding them together. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. I want to say like it reminds me a lot of like a motif, but like the Yamaha ones, but with an actual interface, and it's a very different thing though. So yeah, it's my problem with it is, I think anyway. Like I would love to try this, but it's only 16 voices is kind of low for playing like piano. Like usually with things like the Nords and Yamaha, you get like
128.
128 or some ridiculous number of voices. I read recently there's a piano from Italy, digital piano from Italy, called a Decibel, that has 320 voice polyphony. So it's like pianos for days. Like they said you will never notice that you run out of polyphony because after 300 voices, like who needs?
You just be playing really fast. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So.
For someone that can't play, like that blows my mind.
Yeah. So going down to 16, I'm curious to see performers and musicians use this.
Yeah.
I want to see what kind of crowd is going to be using this. So,
It's cool. I could see somebody like Mitch Lee, the boss here at Beat Drop. Like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could see him being really interested in this kind of thing because he always talks about buying a new synth, but it's like, what do I get? Da, 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 da. And this kind of sounds, this kind of stuff, he could use for composition so well.
Yeah.
And you add all that analog goodness on top of all of these wonderful samples, which I'm sure he has tons of. Like, and I'm curious if it's going to appeal more to that kind of person.
To the film, film or sound guys. Yeah. I think, the sound design options on there are going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get different textures that you don't normally get in hardware synthesizers. Because that thing is covered with knobs, which is not something you see with an instrument that plays pianos and string orchestras and horns. You never see that.
No.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's sweet.
It's weird. It's way too expensive for, I think, for us, for what it is.
Right. But
If someone wants to buy us lotto tickets and give us it though, we'll get it.
Yeah.
So that's the DSi Prophet X and our thoughts on it.
Mm.
And we have thoughts about all this stuff.
Some thoughts.
It's cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm always excited. I think everybody is when DSi has a new announcement.
Yeah.
You never know what it's gonna be exactly.
Yeah. It always sounds good. There's no doubt.
And to have something that's like a kind of a brand new product is like sick.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
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 What's
cool.
the Prophet Z gonna be?
Zed, yeah. That's the. Wait, were we talking earlier? Earlier, we were saying like the Rolly. And
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Prophet Z.
That's what I want. Is
Yeah.
Rolly and Dave Smith to come together and put a Prophet 6 into a Rolly.
Or actually, you know who would be even more appropriate for this? Roger Lynn and the Linstrument with Dave Smith.
Oh.
You guys.
I can't play that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up we are talking about this was really interesting I think for both of us. Was the Black Corp Cobalt 8-voice remake.
Oh yeah.
So this is the company that has released the Deckard Stream, which is the CS80 Yamaha CS80 kit that you buy and build. A friend of mine is building one, or hope maybe he's finished building it, and I'm really excited to play with this thing and hear this thing.
Oh my gosh!
But this is another kind of rare, expensive synth that they've decided to remake, and they sell it as a kit, and it's $1,000, and it's an 8-voice synth.
Yeah, polysynth.
No kind of modularness.
No.
None.
None.
Which appeals to me.
Yeah.
But a very interesting primitive style matrix, routing matrix that it looks like it's built upon what the original one did. I'm not familiar with this original Cobalt synth at all. I never even heard of it.
No, I haven't seen it either. I was so surprised they were doing this because when I looked it up, it's made by a company called RSF maybe, and they
Very
said
obscure.
something like only 200 were ever made, and it's like wow.
One of the versions of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was surprised, but the interface looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of features.
Mm-hmm.
The matrix looks fun. It seems like that kind of thing. Honestly, I would like. So we'll put up a picture, but there's buttons on the side, and you can just toggle them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's something where you could actually kind of play with, live. So I don't know. Seems like fun.
And what got me was their demo video.
Yeah.
It just sounds great.
Yeah.
It
Actually,
sounds
the
really
sound
good.
is really good. Yeah.
I'd be interested in one of these for sure. And for $1,000 US,
Yeah.
if I could get someone to put it together for me for free, it seems like a pretty good deal.
Yeah. No, and they're a small company. I'm actually surprised it's that cheap for analog polysynth.
Yes.
Yeah.
For $1,000. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Someone
keep it up. Keep it up.
Someone bring us one.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do next though, because the Deckard's Dream kind of Yamaha CS81 is an 8-voice as well.
Yeah.
And this one's also an 8-voice.
Yeah.
So are they just gonna keep making 8-voice?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. So anyway.
I need to take a break. Cool.
Yeah.
Last but not least. Is a company that I know we're very interested in. That's very cool to us, and that is Dreadbox.
Dreadbox, yeah.
They have a couple new things coming out. Let's start with first, which is out. You can buy now on their website. Is the DIY Erebus kits.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. If you've never heard of Dreadbox, they're a really cool Greek company. And they make just really weird synths, and maybe not that weird, but just so much character.
Their tabletop synths, their design is very unique. Their sound is very good and very unique.
And everything has like an epic name, like this one's the Erebus.
Yes.
And they got the Hades.
Yep.
And what was it? It was
the Abyss.
The Abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just awesome. Yeah.
And they've put out these DIY Erebus kits which are pretty cheap. I think it said it was like €158 to like €200 something.
Yeah.
I think it's about the cheapest product that they make.
I think so, yeah.
It's not a full Erebus. Maybe is it based off the very first Erebus? I don't really know.
I'm not sure. Like, I was trying to look on what it was really based on, but if you look at the interface, like, it's got like the Erebus kind of layout, but it doesn't have, like that super big patch matrix. It doesn't have the same like parameters that you can control, but it still has, your oscillators, your envelopes, things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyone getting, into that kind of world, like Eurorack, the Erebus definitely has a really nice sound.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's a Eurorack module. The
Yeah.
DIY kit, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a DIY kit, which, by the way, like, there's been DIY kits out before that are very easy. You get them in the mail, and it's like 4 things you put together, and you're like, oh, this is nice. But this is
a full. You need to
quite a
solder
project.
everything together.
Yeah, you need a good soldering iron. You're gonna need a lot of time. You're gonna need like skills. You're gonna need patience, and I'm surprised that they're doing it this way. Like, that's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah.
But I think in the form factor of Eurorack module makes sense, right? Because it's like we were talking about. I don't have a lot of interest in Eurorack myself, but it's that rabbit hole. And it seems like a very obvious progression of that rabbit hole.
Right. Oh yeah.
Right? Like, I like synthesizers.
Yeah.
I want to make my own synthesizer, so I'm going to put all these modules together. I'm literally going to make my own synthesizers with all these parts
I was just going to say,
right?
yeah.
Like, it seems very logical progression to me. Like,
oh yeah.
the next thing is, going out and mining the
all the rare metals.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so they have these DIY kits.
Yeah.
Very cheap, very cool.
So it is a mono synth, right? But or like a mono module. So synth module, yeah.
Next up is something that is it's new for them, brand new product, the Medusa, and this is a collaboration with
Polyend. They're like a new company.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
And they make MIDI controllers, right?
They make MIDI controllers. They make sequencers. Have you seen the Polyend sequencer?
No.
Oh wow.
Is it the big 128 button thing?
Yeah, the 120 button thing.
Yeah.
But it's actually really sophisticated. You can do like really interesting multi-track MIDI sequencing. Yeah. So it looks amazing. That thing is like $1,000, but so they know what they're doing when it comes to MIDI programming and all that. Yeah.
The only MIDI controller I'm spending $1,000 on is a push to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like this is just a sequencer. Yeah. With lights.
That's for somebody, not for me. But this thing's cool. I think it's the first collaborative thing that Dreadbox has done.
I think so too. Yeah.
And it looks really dope. Like just the first time I saw it, I was like, ooh. It has the very kind of ubiquitous now 64 pad square sequencing grid. Yeah. Like a push or like a launch pad.
Yeah.
And like our here, like similar to this.
Just like that.
And it is how many 2 voices?
So this is what I still it's like so confusing. There's 6 oscillators.
Yes.
And there's 1 filter.
3 analog oscillators.
3 analog oscillators.
And 3 digital oscillators.
3 digital oscillators. And a noise source.
Yes.
1 filter.
Yes.
And you can sequence all this.
Yes.
So, like, you can stack all your voices. You can have your voices do separate things. So there's, like, a different mode you can put it in, right?
3 modes.
3 modes, yeah.
3 modes.
6
3 analog,
oscillators.
6 oscillators.
Yeah. I love it. It's so Dreadbox too.
It's so unconventional.
Which is
so Dreadbox. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got cool parameters. It's got a little bit of I think FM modulation as well, which is not something you see a lot of. Like, I don't see it a lot anyway. Yeah. It feels like, and you mix it in with the sequencing. Yeah, it's another groovebox in a sense.
Yeah, it is kind of a groovebox. It's $1,000.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah, but it's big. It's like it's $1,000, but I think for a groovebox, like it's a beast in a way.
Yeah, it's I guess the thing that killed it for me was, and again maybe I think demoing at a trade show should be like somebody should get paid a lot of money, and it should be a full-time job.
Yeah.
Because I think for a lot of people, seeing a bad demo on YouTube kind of can kill a product for you. And that's kind of what killed me for this, is like I just saw it. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't sound that interesting. The guy's going boop beep boop beep bop beep boop bop blip bloop deep beep bop, and I'm like, it sounds like worse than 8 other things I saw today. It sounds worse than the Uno, which is $200.
I know.
So I'm like, why am I interested?
See,
in this?
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do think we need some better presenters next year. Like I don't know what happened this year. It was a little bit rough with the demos.
Yeah, it should be. I always bring up the example of who's the guy who does the Electron demos?
Oh, Cenk.
The Swedish guy, right? And he didn't work for them, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
But he just did such amazing YouTube videos of their products that they were like, you have to come work for us. And he is so passionate about their equipment. You know, you can watch the Digitact video that he did on Sonic State.
Yeah.
I have no interest in buying one of those things. I watched the whole video with him and Nick.
Oh,
and it's like, I think it was
just
a 40-minute video.
His passion for Electron is amazing.
And he's just like, and then a little, and then, it's just like, it's just so, and he's just going crazy. And I'm like, I don't care about this thing, but you're making it so interesting. And I will tell other people about the stuff that it does because he did such a good job of explaining it. Yeah. You know what I mean? He turns me into a salesman.
Oh, yeah.
For a thing that I don't get any money from.
I got an Electron because of him.
Really?
Like, oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
really, really companies. Yeah. Find that person who works for you, or find that person who loves your kit. And really.
But,
who's that Norwegian guy that we both follow on
YouTube?
Cuckoo.
Yeah,
he does all the cool. Somebody should hire him to do demos.
I think he kind of works with some companies already. Yeah,
like I would.
He's doing. I think he's doing some work with Teenage Engineering.
That's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Exactly. That's a great example. They see him, they're like, this guy loves our stuff.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Shout outs to Cuckoo. Good videos.
That guy makes awesome videos.
But going back to Medusa.
Yes.
This synth is so strange. It's fun, and we haven't really talked too much about the pad side, the polyon side, but you can play it like a push, like melodically. You can play some chords.
But you only get a couple voices, so you can't like on my push, I can do a 4-voice chord or something. You can't do this on here, can you?
Well, yeah, you can do up to 6.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. So it said paraphonic times 6, and when I was hearing the demos, there's definitely some big chords in there, but
I don't understand how it works yet.
Anyway, the other part is a sequencer. So you can play it, but you can sequence it as well.
Yeah.
And that's the part I think you have to really be there with the product to get it. One thing I didn't really get was how they were flipping between different modes.
Yeah.
They were doing things like tapping buttons and doing this thing and playing live, and it just all glued together and like hit play and just did a thing. It works really fast. And there's not a lot of visual feedback about that. They have a little tiny screen in the corner, but the push, at least the pads glow different colors, things change around.
Well, no,
the screen's a lot bigger.
I have a push 1, so.
Oh right, but even in the push 1, you have a big screen that's flipping different menus. This one, I couldn't quite follow the demo guys.
Well, this is what we were talking about because we were watching about the new updates for the Novation circuit.
Oh,
and it's the same kind of thing.
Same thing.
I have one. And I haven't even opened it up yet. Still, I'm probably have said that it's gonna be. But I love the idea of this thing, but I'm still so scared because I got to learn a whole new workflow, which I'm very intrigued about. But also, I'm like, when I'm just gonna play Stardew Valley instead.
No, it's an interesting workflow, but I think I'd have to try it and really experiment what you can do with it. And I think this is something where the sound, the demos that we're hearing, they're not showing the potential of this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I do really believe in that Dreadbox, the filters and the oscillators. It's more, okay, now how do you take this architecture and the sequencing and make it top notch? Yeah. I think we're waiting for that. So.
Well, and the nice thing with something like this is I'm sure there's going to be firmware upgrades.
Oh yeah.
If there's stuff missing, that's what we were talking about with Novation. Is they're so good at doing updates. The circuit has got the sampling now, everything, all this stuff, the mono station, et cetera, et cetera.
They keep adding,
and hopefully a small company like Dreadbox will be able to do this.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll get the polyend guys to make your product better, one thing I do want to mention real quick is I'm excited about this. Like, if I ever see this in person, like, oof. But I don't think we will, because Long & McQuaid doesn't carry this. Like,
no,
they're still a small company. So
this is something like next time you're in Montreal, go to Moog or in Toronto, right? Yeah.
So
see what's up.
But the one feature that I'm so curious about is they have an XY pressure pad. So all the pads, like the 64 grid, is pressure sensitive, and it has an X and Y reader thing. So it's kind of like the Linstrument or like the Roland Seaboard, where you can be playing a little bit more expressive. You can do vibrato. You can do pressure, like filter sweeps and things like that. And I don't know, that's very futuristic for them to add that into a $1,000 product.
I keep seeing videos, and I'm sure it's just the YouTube algorithm targeting me for the Touché.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, similar thing, yeah.
That thing's so
super
cool.
sensitive, amazing. Yeah. I'm all down for more expression. So.
You have a Seaboard. You have a really nice Seaboard.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't need a Touché.
I don't really need one, yeah.
But like the idea of me that I like is that's for software, right? The idea of being able to take advantage of some stuff that some of my software synthesizers can do with that, like that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I know Gaz on Sonic State. He loves his Touché.
He has one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I mean, I don't know him. We don't know. We love him.
We don't know you guys.
We worship the ground those guys walk on.
Yeah.
But, and then very, very last, unless do you have anything to add about the Medusa?
No, Medusa is, I want to see where it will go.
Yes. I need a lot more long-form video.
Yeah, and make it more informative, because there's too many things going on. There's a little tiny screen and like 30 million buttons and functions and shift and then press this and turn that, but then it did that. And no.
I'm hoping Sonic State will do a full review. Have one of the engineers come in and review it.
They should have Janice come, the Dreadbox guy. Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna talk about last is the Erebus 3.
Version 3. Wow.
I think everybody got a little nervous when I remember when they canceled the production for the Dreadbox 2.
I saw that, yeah, and
it was like, oh.
I was thinking about that when the Super Booth announcement came out. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Because it is kind of their. I would say it's their flagship product.
I would say it's their flagship and their most popular synth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because it sounds like magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And they've been doing. When did they announce the Abyss? Not that long ago. Less than a year ago, I think.
I think actually, no, maybe 1 year ago they showed it off, and they were like, okay, we're going to ship it later.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's like, and now two more brand new things. Yeah. Well, 2 new things.
Well, they announced the Abyss. They also put out the Nyx. Do you remember that one?
I don't even know what that is.
It's kind of more, I think it was announced after the Abyss. But it's like a little mono synth. It's really small.
Okay.
More limited, but it's got like a built-in reverb and things like that, and it looks cool.
Cool. Yeah, it's like a monotron almost.
Not that small. Okay. But it's just smaller compared to their other form factors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
And so the Erebus 3, and if you don't know the Erebus 3, like we just said, they're kind of their flagship. It is another semi-modular tabletop synth. This is the 3rd version.
Yeah, mono synth.
I think I read that it was because components. There were some sort of components that they've changed because of distribution or just their ability to source the parts that they needed to keep making the version 2 is why they stopped making the version 2. But now there's a version 3.
Yeah.
And we were watching this video together for the first time, and it just sounds so cool, and it looks so cool, and it's 3 oscillators, loop, ADSR section. Mm-hmm. The 3rd oscillator has 7 waveforms, and you can choose to use it as FM or just in the general mix.
Oh, right.
Plus the echo. and then this crazy triple ring thing.
The triple ring.
Which...
That is... I wonder... We need to explain the triple ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
You explain
it. So apparently this is just this new thing Dreadbox came up with.
By accident.
By accident, yeah. But it's a way to modulate the timbre of your voice, and it's using the first oscillator to flip, basically pan, or not pan, but like crossfade between oscillator 2 and 3. So it's going like this between them, and you're hearing like the waveforms pop in and out at audio rate. So it creates this, with 7 waveforms on the third oscillator, FM, all those things, plus this triple ring?
That's what it says.
Wow. Yeah. It is like the most metal synth I've heard.
It's
yeah.
It's a very unique, cool sounding synth.
Yeah.
And we both want one.
You gotta check it out. There's a demo. Triple ring. Yeah.
You know what I want? We talked a little bit about Roland earlier.
Yeah.
And their collaboration with Malleco.
Malleco.
And then they obviously did their collaboration with Studio Electronics for the SEO2.
Oh, yeah, the boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the SEO2 boutique.
Yeah, that was so interesting.
I want Dreadbox and Roland to team up and make something really dope.
They could, yeah. I just love Dreadbox so much, like, as a company, like, yeah, I just want to support them.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah. But no, I know what you mean, like,
And they have such a unique sound, and Roland has such a unique, like, you hear things, and you're like, that's a Roland, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious if, and maybe it's not even possible, who knows?
Yeah.
But if you could combine those two things together, like...
There are some really nice things about Roland, and, I don't know, this... Dreadbox is...
The Erebus boutique.
The Erebus boutique, yeah, exactly. Yeah, with, like, patch memory, and it's more, like, virtual. Yeah, I don't know. They have... Dreadbox has a really cool sound. And
so good.
I'm always down for something gritty.
Yeah.
And just...
But it's also so fat and dreamy, and, like, you're talking about, you're talking about how... You'd like an Abyss.
Yeah.
And you're like, but for 4 voices, and it's quite expensive for us in Canada.
In Canada, yeah.
But it's just... It sounds so good.
It is dreamy, yeah. It is really cool, yeah. So, yeah. Shout out to Dreadbox.
Please give us synthesizers for free.
Yeah, send us a review unit.
Give us synths.
We'll do a live podcast review.
We'll just do a 24-hour review where all we do is play with the synth for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, that's what we have on the list. I'm sure we missed something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure we missed like 1,000 things.
There's been so many synths.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We'll do this again because it is the golden age of synths.
The golden age.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time to be interested in synthesis and synthesizers.
Yeah. Well, we've always had, secondhand stuff laying around, but, like when I started getting into synths like 6-7 years ago, 7 years? Yeah, anyway, you couldn't find a lot of stuff. There was, the Microkorg, Ultranova. There was like really high-end stuff that was like way out of my reach.
Big workstations,
like the Chronos and all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But for like the sub $1,000 synthesizers, there's not a lot.
No.
And
there were microcorgs.
Everybody
got a microkorg.
Everyone had a
That's what you
microkorg.
get.
Really, every band that I knew that had a synth, that was it.
That was a microkorg.
Yeah. And now that we just have so many machines and grooveboxes and mono workstation things, like what a world. Yeah.
What a wonderful, wonderful world.
So,
all right. On that note, I think we'll say goodbye for today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us for this intimate one-on-one session of the play button.
I think we need like jazzy outro music to like
like an M1, a saxophone.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye, Gabe.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.